Your service is one of the most important aspects in your game. It is the start of the rally and can determine the flow and exchange of shots. Having a consistent and well-controlled serve can make the difference between winning and losing a match. Hi, I'm Coach Kennie, and if you want to level up your game, do hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. The serve is sometimes underappreciated in value, but it is very crucial in our matches. If you want to play a winning game, you have to take the time to master it. Mika here is demonstrating the use of a forehand serve, and particularly a short serve. Many of international players these days would prefer using a backhand serve when doing a short serve, but there is still quite a number of players who feel comfortable in serving with a forehand serve. Do what is best for you, just make sure to know what the faults are, what to do and what not to do. Service is very important because it's the start of the game. It kind of sets the pace of how that rally will move. Make sure that upon contact of the shuttle and your racket that you do not exceed the 1.15 meter service standard height. Here we see Kennie doing the backhand serve. The ideal thing to do for a serve is to keep it low, easy, and consistent. Service is very crucial, especially for doubles, because the pace is so much faster and there's so much attacking that goes on. So when you start the serve, as much as possible, you'd like to be ahead. Ahead in the sense that you have a good serve so that it doesn't go really high. Mika, once again, is here to demonstrate a high serve. This kind of high serve is usually used for singles. You will notice that majority of singles player would serve to the middle area or to the center line, closer to the center line. Why? Because if you serve too much to the side, when your opponent attacks, making a smash or making a drop, it is more likely that their shot will be so accurate down the line. When you do the serve, make sure that you do not step on the lines, and once again, make sure that your feet is still planted on the ground. You can lift your heel up, but not the entire foot. An ideal serve is one that your opponent cannot predict, whether you will be making a short serve, a high serve, or a flick serve. A flick serve is meant to start the pace fast. Sometimes it is simply just to deceive your opponent or to get them off guard, hoping that when they're off guard, their shots don't come back as nice and as good or as strong. So use the flick serve wisely. As I always say, I like variety in service. If your shots are too predictable, if your serves are too predictable, then your opponent will just wait for you in that spot. When you mix your serves, make sure to be confident when you do your serves. If you're wondering how to stay confident, That comes with a lot of practice. You practice enough that you know how it feels, that the movement becomes so fluid, so natural, and your service comes in really well as you want it. Do not get intimidated by good, strong players. If you feel a little shaky or maybe a little off, try to refocus yourself and be positive. Because the only way for a good serve to go through is when it is being done with confidence. You can sometimes slow down the serve, and sometimes you can speed up the serve. It all depends on how your opponents are positioned and how they are waiting. Again, a reminder, be careful not to step on the line when you are serving. Also, you shouldn't be doing double hits or double action because that is fault. So once you make that movement to serve, you cannot stop and move your racket back again. One motion, one movement. An ideal serve, especially when you're doing a short serve, is for the shuttle to just go over the net. Like in this view, you will see that the goal for Kennie is to serve it just slightly above the net. In fact, if you can make it so that the shuttle touches the net but goes over, then that is one good serve. Some people would ask if it's fault when the shuttle touches the net. As long as the shuttle goes over the net and lands in the right spot, then that is considered in. Always practice, stay confident, and feed your mind with positivity. There will be days where our serves feel off, but just make adjustments. Do not get frustrated because the more frustrated we are, the less confident we become, and therefore making our serves, very unpredictable. Your service is one of the most important aspects in your game. It is the start of the rally and can determine the flow and exchange of shots. Having a consistent and well-controlled serve can make the difference between winning and losing a match.